let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, do y'all feel like Kenya was being a little shady to Cynthia? I mean, with the wine jokes, what pair with this, what you'll do with this, how many wines is there reds, how many, like, what do y'all think she was being shady? In my personal opinion, I think she was being a little shady, but it's Kenya. You know, you got to take it or leave it with Kenya. Or better yet, you got to learn to roll with the punches and have, a joke back at her. I think the jokes kind of flew over Cynthia's head because you noticed when they was up there in the sky and she was grilling her, everybody else was like, why Kenya doing this to Cynthia? That's supposed to be her girl. So you trying to say she don't know what she doing with the wine business, and basically she just got something together to say she got another company to add to her Bailey collection just to make money, and she don't know what she doing. So you can take it that way, or you can take it as she was being light but shady, but it was friendly, or you can say Kenya was trying to poke at her or see what kind of knowledge she knew when it came to the wine business. Did she have any experience? Do she have none? Is this just a business for her, just a pop-up, just to get her a little landfall and some money, or what's going on? In my opinion, I think it was a little bit of both. I think she was trying to be a little shady. Then I think she was trying to, poke fun at her, see what knowledge she knew in wine, and also, I guess, to pick at her, cause that's what it seemed like they was up when they was up there in the sky. Like she was kind of being kind of shady. She was poking fun at her, seeing what kind of wine knowledge she had. Did she have any? Is this just a pop-up shop and you gonna be done with it next season? Or do you really know what you're doing? Is somebody helping you? Do you got somebody that you call can help you out with what the pairing all is? Or I taught you some things, now you know what you're doing, or think you know what you're doing. Now you got a wine cellar and a wine business. Like, I think she didn't mean nothing by it, cause this Kenya, Kenya, even at her friends, she'll poke at you, kind of pick at you, kind of insult you, but in her eyes, she said as I was just being funny, and I was throwing a little shade, just a little friendly shade, as they say, even though there's no friendly shade. Shading somebody is shading somebody, and either way, you either gonna get slapped, cussed out, or whatever. So, yeah. I don't think Cynthia took it that serious until Portia tried to help her, or everybody kept on telling her, yeah, she coming at you, Cynthia. Did you not catch that? She's shading you. She been kind of, poking fun at you, basically laughing at you and all that. I don't think it hurt Cynthia. I think she was enjoying herself until everybody else made it a big deal and, was telling her that she being shady, she poking fun at you, she kind of saying what you knowing, she being a little nosy, getting all up in your business, even if you don't know what you doing. Why are you coming out with this business? Like, it didn't hurt Cynthia for the most part, cause Cynthia got thick skin anyway, so I don't think it hurt her in the aspect, or it didn't really offend her, because she was answering the questions to the best of her knowledge, or the best that she can answer the questions, and they was coming flat the whole entire time. She didn't know what she was talking about, and she didn't know what she was saying. She just was saying stuff trying to be cute, and then realized what you was saying, it didn't sound right, and it didn't make sense, and that was the wrong answer the whole time when you was asking that woman them questions. And yeah, you could have stopped that any time, like Kenya. Like, you was kind of taking it too far, cause yes, you could have stopped, Once the woman, started stuttering, got the question wrong, you could have stopped and left it alone. You decided to keep on going, asking her all these questions that you think she know the answer to, and she might not know the answer to it. And how many people in America then started a company that they don't know anything about? But once they company grow and start flourishing, they learn a little bit more and they have a little bit more knowledge. And this aspect, this can be Cynthia. She might know a little bit to get her through the door, but the more she keep her shop open with her wine cellar open, the more people she get experience from, the more people she talk to, or like I said, she probably got somebody on call that she can call and that can teach her a little few things that she didn't know or whatever. Sound like Portia know what she talking about, but I ain't gonna say you just doing a pop-up shop here, Cynthia. I'm just gonna say that you might need to learn a little bit more knowledge. And then again, it's not none of my business. And that's your wine selling. If you want to make money on something you got little experience on, who am I to stop you from doing what you want to do with your money? I'm just saying, like, your friend Cynthia, your friend Kenya was being kind of shady, but it didn't offend you to everybody started making you think about it. Why is she asking you this? Why is this in her concern? She should have stopped that in the time, but she didn't. But she kept on going with it and wouldn't stop at all. So it was a little, I'm going to say a little light shade, but it could have got worse from there because you was kind of doing too much. And then not to mention, like, I was okay with the table thing. Like, yes, it was too much. Um, Yes, it was too much or whatever. And yes, it could have been stopped. And yes, you should have stopped that in the time. But you kind of went overboard at the market. What that was, a market or flea market that was at. You could have stopped there. Like, once that table dinner was over, you should have stopped and left it alone. But instead, you kept on going. You kept on asking her questions. Oh, Cynthia, I think you'll like this wine right here. This wine right here. Where's Cynthia at? Do anybody see Cynthia? Have y'all seen Cynthia? Like, you should have caught on that Cynthia was avoiding you for a reason, and she didn't want to be bothered with you for a reason, and you should have just left well enough alone, and you should have just left the woman alone at that point, but you kept on poking and you kept on prying. So I'm going to say you was shady, Kenya, but I guess it was a little light shade, and I guess you was trying to test your friend knowledge. Wrong place, wrong time. There's ways to do what you did, but you took the shady way out and you decided to be messy with that, and it didn't work out for you. Really, it didn't work out for you at all. And after they started playing in her head and started telling her, why didn't you tell her to stop? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Then that Portia and Tanya ruins party. That's when you decide to ask Kenya, was you being shady? Was you trying to be smart? Was you trying to be slick? What was going on in that situation? And she said, I was just being fun, friendly, with a little bit of shade. It wasn't nothing to it. I say otherwise, but that's your friend, Cynthia. That's your friend. And like Nene said, well, I ain't gonna say what Nene said, that Kenya is punking you. I'm just gonna say that Kenya just need to learn who to play with and not to play with, not who to play with, and that was not the right time, the right place to sit there and quiz you over what your knowledge is of a wine, when she could have did that at any time, and that wasn't the time when it plays. Um, Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we shall see. Maybe we'll see. Like, the season ain't over yet. The season ain't over yet, but we gonna see. We gonna see what's gonna happen or whatever. I think Nene, little spiritual journey advisor, whatever we calling that mess, what her and Dr. Heavily doing, I think it's changing Nene for the better. maybe a little bit, not a whole lot. Her and Portia made her. They had the conversation that they should have had a long, long time ago. I don't know why they waited so long between Claus and incident, then the showing of the episode, and then the reunion, then the tweets, then the text messages. It got messed up from there and got way out of hand at the reunion. I'ma say it got a little bit too carried away at the reunion. So yeah, but I'm glad they made up, and I'm glad Nene took, you know what, her little 10%, maybe 20% of ownership. She ain't gonna give you the whole 100 or 50%. She gonna give you about maybe 10, maybe 20 if you lucky. I was surprised that she took ownership. Like, I was so surprised and shocked that she actually took ownership. And she said, I was wrong. I screwed up. I shouldn't have did that. I know better next time. Like, I was so surprised and shocked that she actually had the nerves to take a little bit of ownership and said, I was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. And like Portia said, I was dealing with my pregnancy. I had pregnancy brain, and you was coming for me and calling me piggy and fat and all that. So all y'all needed was a little chat and a little conversation, and I'm glad y'all heard and talk it out. And like Portia said, you is her big sister, and with her going through what she going through with Dennis, of course you've been married the longest on this show, so of course big sister been through this before. Why not talk to big sister and get some advice? And like Portia said, she always been a forgiving person, and after what she going through with Dennis and going through counseling, it kind of changed her, and to have a forgiving heart, and see where the friendship can lead up after this, and see can we get our friendship back or whatever. So Portia was ready to forgive you anyways, and she was ready to forgive you anyways, and she needed somebody to talk to other than Tanya. So she needed her friend back, and I'm glad she got her friend back. Now on to Kenya and Nene. Now y'all threw shots at each other back and forth. I don't know which one of y'all was wrong. I think Kenya threw a little shots, then Nene threw a little shots, and then the situation was left alone. Then Tanya and Kenya was talking, and Kenya apologized to Tanya. Tanya apologized to her, and they both were getting over the cookie lady in that incident. Nene butted, and we went from your man leaving you and all this and all that to throwing peanuts and all this. And y'all both was inserting y'all self in other people's business. Y'all ain't like, I think y'all wanted to fight from the jump. I think Nene wanted it more than Kenya might have wanted. Cause Kenya was, even though she was, kind of making shady remarks at the table, it wasn't as bad as what Nene was saying, and Nene was, wanted a reaction for Kenya, and that's exactly what she got from Kenya, that reaction. Cause I think Nene instigated something that wasn't her business from the whole Cynthia thing, cause she felt like y'all tiptoeing around the issue and y'all doing this and that. Even though Kenya and Cynthia relationship was none of her business, she decided to insert herself. Then with the Tanya thing, she inserted herself. Then when it came to the whole using her marriage against her and marking all that, like, it went left from there. Like, they ain't gonna fight. Of course Nene gonna say she'll spit on Kenya, like that clip been around before this, before they even went to Greece. We already seen that clip with that. So they ain't gonna fight again. This gonna be another Toronto all over again, where they attempt to fight, a little scrambling, a little trying to get to the touchdown, and ain't none of them gonna touch the touchdown. That's about as far as they gonna get. Like, I think y'all both wanted to pick at each other or fight anyways, because y'all both were instigating stuff that wasn't involving y'all. And Nene, you also instigated something between Tanya and Kenya, even though they was having a heart-to-heart and they was getting along, and then you inserted yourself into the Cynthia and Kenya thing, and like, Y'all want to fight. It's obvious y'all want to fight, and y'all want to go ahead and scrap. Go ahead and scrap. Um, we'll see what part. Well, to be continued after this episode. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know who y'all think who is wrong between Kenya versus Nene. Are you happy, Kenya? Are you happy Nene and Portia made up? Let me know your thoughts on the episode, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.